Why, hello, movie people. I'm Benjamin, I'm Benji, and I'm Ben. And we are three indistinguishable guys talking about movies. The movie podcast for people who want to like movies, but just can't for some reason, but still want a podcast about it. This week, Benji and I will be taking a back seat as we hand the reins over to Ben, who, I'm told, has recently been on a fascinating spiritual journey with the Star Wars franchise. Ben, the stage is yours. Thank you both for indulging me this week. I know a lot of your mental health is dependent on hoarding the spotlight. Yeah, of course, but make it quick or I swear to God I'll kill myself. All right, well, this past weekend I caught some of the original Star Wars trilogy on TV. Now, I've seen these movies dozens of times before, but for some reason, maybe age, maybe because of those pills I took shaped like Homer Simpson's face, but this time the series hit me in a way that was profound, and it all has to do with Luke Skywalker. I've always felt a kinship with Luke. I was a rural kid who dreamed of going places, dreamed of doing things, but I was stuck. I was stuck in a dead-end town with no future that I could call my own. I've seen that iconic shot of Luke staring at the twin suns of Tatooine hundreds of times, but this time was different. There was something about seeing it at this point in my life that connected me to Luke more than I had ever felt before, even if I'd never fully understand what it's like to have his gross alien corkscrew genitals. I hated it when people would complain that Luke was too whiny, especially in A New Hope. Wouldn't you have a hard time adjusting as you quickly transition from being a moisture farmer on a desert planet to suddenly being at the center of a galactic war? I would, and that's why I always admired him. Knowing he was doing all that with a penis that was kind of like a duck's but much, much worse only added to my adoration. On the surface, I should have nothing in common with Luke. He's out in space hanging out with a 7-foot dog person and matching wits with a gangster slug, but doing it all while having the same faults and insecurities of a farm boy who's been thrust into a strange life he doesn't understand. He even looked like me when I was younger, except his alien physiology means his pale blue 2-centimeter penis can explosively uncoil to 35 centimeters in a third of a second if a sexual opportunity arises. My penis cannot, so in that way, we differ. But in all others, we're exactly the same. When we see Luke in The Last Jedi, he's a cranky, disillusioned old man. I could feel his traumas ravaging his soul. Even though it isn't explicitly discussed in the screenplay, I just knew that his crazy wizened penis probably couldn't spring forth with as much violent velocity as it used to, the barbs of his otherworldly penis lacking the sting they once had, thus giving him one less weapon in his arsenal, both spiritually and in the sense that he uses his spiky spring penis in battle when he forgets his lightsaber. I couldn't help but think of myself as my rough edges have softened with age as well. I've liked Luke since I was a kid, but it wasn't until I became a man that I truly identified with him. I am Luke Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker is me. Minus a corkscrew penis that stinks, but it's totally normal in the Star Wars universe, so no one ever comments on it. Wow, that was really moving, Ben. Thank you so much for sharing. But where exactly in the movies is his sickening penis discussed in such grotesque detail? It's only in the old expanded universe canon, but there are rumors that Disney has plans to bring Luke's springy alien cock back in the next season of The Mandalorian. Fingers crossed. Oh, I hope so. That sounds so exciting. And you know what else is exciting? Following the Inaudible Podcast Network on Twitter at InaudibleCast, and then pledging some money to us every month at our Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/inaudiblepod. We'll see you all next week.